Hey guys, okay, thanks for checking this video out. Right, for sale today are my decks. What we've got here is a couple of Numark NDX 800 decks. So we've got a pair of them, and we've also got a Gemini PS626 EFX mixer. You can just see that there. It's a 3-channel mixer, and it also comes with built-in effects over here on the right-hand side. We've got flanger. We've got trans and we've got filter. Sorry about the light, I'm trying my best here. So we've got 3 channels here. So what's great about that is we can have one deck on the left hand side here going into the first channel. We can have the second channel going over to the right hand deck, and we've got a third channel to do whatever we want with. So we can plug that into an iPod. Say for instance, you'd be doing a party, someone comes up to you, say, can you play the song? You don't have it. Whack in your iPod, turn that channel up like that, and away you're going. So it's a great mixer. It's got everything you need here. It's got your standard low, mids, and highs, and your gain control at the top. So I will link a picture of this mixer for you to check out, so you can see it a bit better than this light. On the left hand side as well, you've got your cue selector between your channel 1, channel 2, channel 3. So you could have channel 1 going over here and you want to listen to what's going on over here, just change it to channel 2 and you can hear in your headphones but no one else can. You actually got microphone controls up here as well, so you can actually change with this knob up here how loud microphone input is, and you can also change the equalizer. So you've got a low and high equalizer, so you can get that just right to how you want your microphone sounding. So it's got built-in microphone input in this. Just down here we've got the headphone jack, so we've got the option of having, I never know what the official name is, but we've got the large kind of headphone jack, and you've also got the option to plug one of these in, so you can plug in smaller headphones. And then down here on the side you've got a little parameter control, so when you whack in an effect like your flanger, your trans, your filter, you can change the parameter on that. So these are just extra effects as well, because these actually have a ton of effect built in already. So let's give you a little rundown over here. So down the bottom here you've got your standard play, pause and cue, as you get with any kind of CDJ device. I must say first of all that the great thing about this device is actually that it's got a CD player. So it does CDs as well as a USB port, and also it's a Midi controller. So whether you want to DJ off your CDs, record your music and just go playing on them there, whether or not you just prefer it digitally while putting your tracks on your USB stick and then going straight away, or you can hook it up to a laptop like I've got here via the USB option. I'm actually running Serato Scratch Live now, which requires this box here, but if you're using Traktor or Virtual DJ, it's as simple as just plugging into the back of it. I know it is for Traktor at least, and for Virtual DJ you'll need a small sound card. Yeah, these decks are great. They are literally in fantastic condition. They are 2 years old now. Bought them in autumn 2011. They've been in this flight case here. It's a Swan flight case. They've been in that case all their life. It cost me about £200 brand new. So the case was quite expensive itself, but it's kept these decks in great condition. It also comes with built-in foam supports as such to keep the decks rigid and so they can't go banging around when you put them in the back of a car and stuff. So a few more features about what we've got here is we've got a huge jog wheel, and as you can see you get this great LED that goes around the edge as well, so you can follow it the whole way, find the beat and stick to it with that LED light, which is great. You've got the option here for your, let's try and focus that. So you've got the different pitch blend options. You can have 6%, 12%, 25%, 100%. And also if you hold it down, you get key lock activated. So that doesn't change the pitch at all. So it just purely affects the tempo of a song. So you speed a song up and it stays in tune rather than it turning into chipmunks. Yeah, and then over here we've got a couple of cool other little features which make it just like vinyl decks, which is your start and stop time. So an example of this, if I turn the start time right up and press play, slowly building up. There you go. And for example, a stop time, if I put that right up, then let's get it playing and press stop. It slows it right down. It's a really cool effect for like ending a set, or ending a song and then starting another song at a completely different tempo. So you've got a few different scratch options as well. You've got your traditional play a song, put your hand on it, jog it around like that. That's your vinyl scratch mode. You can also use the side. If you just flick the side like that, speed the pitch up of the song to beat match it or slow it down, which is great. Now you've also got a couple of other scratch options. So if you hold scratch, I'm going to have to balance the phone here. If you hold scratch, and you also twiddle the parameter button, which I think you can just about see there, you get a couple of other options to scratch with, and you can change it. You'll see on the display that there's one that changes to bleep, which is very common in Pioneer decks, that allows you to play the song, scratch around, and then the song continues from where it was. So it actually runs the song continuously in the background whilst you scratch it up, and it will continue playing as if you've never stopped scratching. So that's a really cool feature. So you've got your standard slider on the side here, your pitch bend, and so you can press play. We've got it on 6% at the moment. I'm going to change that to 100% to give you an idea how it works. But so we slow that right down, play that really slow, or so yeah, that's another example of how that works. And that, as you could hear, kind of chipmunk voice. So if you hold it down, we get key lock activated, and I can press play, and let's go to just 12% so you get a better idea. And I go fast, it speeds up, and slow it down. But the vocals and the pitch doesn't change, so that's really great about the key lock option. You've also got pitch bend, which many decks don't have. So instead of flicking this sideways to speed up your song, you can actually just like hold it down a little bit or slow it down a little bit just by holding these. So it gives you another option, which is great. You've got your standard loop functions as well at the top here. So let's loop in, loop out. Simple as that, and then just press loop out again, and you're out. So that's one of the great options again about that. Press re-loop and it just activates your loop again. So that's a really cool function. What's cool as well about your looping is you can shift it up here, so you can pull some great effects out like this. So if we go into that loop, and then we can flick it back one. Let's get one. So yeah, I didn't use it too well there, but that's a great example of how you can just really change it from the first beat to the half beat to the quarter beat, and really chop it up, get some cool effects. So we've also got filters here, effects, sorry. So we press the effects button, and the first thing it tells me there is we've got phaser on. Okay, so phaser, for example, we've got, we're going to be playing that, and we just use the wet and dry over here. Straight out of that again, so we can change that. All we do is press effects, and we've got the effects knob tool here. We slide it across, and we've got flanger, filter. Filter's great, so you can press filter, go. Oh, that didn't work. That's because we actually haven't. You need to change the parameter settings up here, so we can go, really deep. Just keep doing that. You see how that's really deep now, and then that affects how much we do this. So. Or you can use that separately as your wet dry. High. So you can have it as high pass and low pass, which is great. You've also got tap, so you can tap in the BPM if it's not quite registering it properly for you. And yeah, so you've got many things here. There's literally so much to play around with. There's a few more effects in there as well. We've got, let's have a look. We've got filter, echo, Chop's cool. So we've got that on every beat at the moment. There you go. Obviously I'm not using it too well there, but you get the idea. It's a really cool effect. So you've got pan as well, switch it from the left to the right here, left to the right speaker, you know, phaser, flanger. So there's so much for you to play around with here. And that's me just playing off of a track on a USB stick. So again, you can whack it in with a CD as well, or feed it through a software. So there really is so much, you know, to play around with here. One thing I didn't show you there as well, we've got bleep and reverse. So turn the effects off, play it in reverse, which is really cool. And then bleep, again, is this function that allows you to do something while the track's still playing in the background. So we can play it in reverse while the track's still going forward. So that's a really cool function as well. And so yeah, it's a great deal here, and it's such a shame to see them go. Let's focus that, because they've done me fantastically for the last 2 years. So yeah, I'm looking to try and sell them to someone who's going to appreciate them as well. They're great, you know, decks, and they really do everything you need. Whether it's bedroom use, like I've been using, I've solely only been using them in the bedroom really, and or you know, they have the ability to be used in bars and clubs. And the fact that it all comes ready in this flight case, which I'm selling as well, I'm selling this unit as it is. You know, is going to make it even more easier to travel about with them and make sure that they're secure. So I'm not actually selling the Scratch Live as part of this, but you are, you know, looking at to buy the two Numark NDX 800 decks, the Gemini mixer, and the flight case as well. And I happen to mention that everything is wired into the back of these, which I've done, which I'll leave how it is if you want. So I've actually got a multi-tap in there, as each one of these needs to be powered. All three of these need to be powered. So I've got these powered into a multi-tap extension in the back there. And they're already all wired up. So you won't need to do any wiring. They're all ready to go. But I do also happen to have the original boxes for the two decks and the mixer. So if it's that you'd rather me box them up for you and sell them to you that way, or would you rather me just, you know, give it as it is like this, I'm more than happy to do it either way. So that's what's for sale at the moment. If you do have any other questions, do let me know. If you're watching this on YouTube, then look in the description box below. And if you're looking at this anywhere else, then I'm sure I've posted some kind of link or description with it. So yeah, get in touch. I am based in between Camberley and Farnborough in Surrey, which is, you know, just off the A331 road, which is just off the M3 as well. So I'm happy to. I can't ship these because they're, you know, so heavy. But I'm happy to deliver them within, you know, something like 50 miles or so. So get in touch, and I'll be more than happy to speak to anyone who's interested about them. And if you're local and you want to come around and take a look and see if they're for you, have a little play, then by all means get in touch. All right, thanks for checking it out. See you later.